Bahubali. One.
What?
Wow.
That's
Yeah, there was some big meeting that he had to go to. And I was like, so I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just letting you know my mom died and I'm at the hospital. Without missing a beat, he was like, okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes or something. I was like, no, you don't have to. He's like, nope, I'm coming. But Tharindu chose me over work. So again, it was just one of those moments that solidified that this is the person that I want to be with.
Let me add something more to that because Dad came around. He got himself cleaned. I had a really, really, really good relationship with him.
Sure did.
I really don't care anymore. Like I said in the beginning, I live my life for others, for family's need rather than what I want, right? So everything from your studies to jobs to marriage to whatever you do, it's just all what others want. And I have done that right, and I'm not doing that anymore. I have nothing to depend on anybody. I live my life. I'm done. I mean, if someone has a problem with that,
Yeah.
you're not getting
That's
your
their
gift.
problem, yeah.
So
අයිබුවන් මම සුපුන්.
Ayubowan, Mama Suranga.
So today's episode is going to be a little different. Well, obviously, because the first thing is we are going to do it in English, primarily because of our amazing guests that we have on the episode today. So one of the guests is he's a really old friend of mine. I think we go back, I don't know, 10, 15 years. So that's Tharindu and his husband. We are joined with this amazing couple today, Aibon Tharindu and Jose.
Ayubowan.
Aibon. Yeah, it's really amazing to have you on the podcast. I think we've been talking about it. Yeah, but you finally agreed to it, and I'm really happy about it. Yeah, and it's mostly because I think it's good to see that couples who are like basically same-sex couples who are thriving, and we would love to like connect with them and show the world like this works, and there are people who are happy and together and things like that. So yeah, I'll give it to Tharindu and Jose to start. Like, how do you feel about it?
I go on again. So I'm Tharindu, and also known as Podi in the community. So I'm very happy to be part of your podcast. I've been listening and watching your podcast since the beginning, and I'm very impressed, and I'm very happy, and I'm very proud of you both for doing this and living your best life, living your best gay life, I guess. um, yeah, I was a little hesitant at first, right? I mean, the situation in Sri Lanka and all the people, and we'll talk about more of those later. But I was a little hesitant, and at the end, like I was like, what the hell? I've lived for other people all my life. It's time for me to live my life for myself. So what the hell? That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jose?
Hey, y'all. My name is Jose, Tarindu's husband. Live here in Texas. Been here my entire life. Really excited to do this. This is my first time. I feel like a celebrity because I'm so amazing, apparently. So I love that. Yeah, just really excited to talk to you guys. See what we got to say, and let's have fun.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I think one of the reasons that we started this podcast is because we wanted to feel like celebrities. Just kidding. Actually, yeah, we wanted to. The reason actually we started this podcast is because like so I connected with Shreya recently, and we started talking with each other for a very long. I mean, we used to have like really long discussions on the phone, and we thought maybe why not just do it online, right? I mean, we talk about a lot of the interesting stuff. We talk about a lot of stuff. Why don't we like talk about it? Why don't we record it and just let other people also join, right? As our discussion. So that's the primary idea, and then it kind of shifted to interviewing people, and then we finally get to interview an amazing couple to talk about your stories and things like that to let people know how amazing you are. Suranga, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, no, that's all mostly. Yeah, I mean, they started the podcast I wasn't a part actually,
Mhm.
unfortunately, at the very beginning.
Yeah.
No, seriously, no. I mean, yeah, Supun told me that they were talking a lot about their, the history, and they like have. I mean, we all have lovely stories, right? To relate to. I know it wasn't like so good, but we had a very good life back there in Sri Lanka as well. I know Podi will agree for sure because it was fun. Most of the time we had like clique, we call like a family kind of a thing. We have a sister, we all sisters in that families. And then we have a mother,
Yep.
Stella.
Yes.
We had like a created family there, so we had good time. So and then yeah, and then they came up with this thing. Okay, we should like talk to people like they also like to learn our history, some stories, fun facts, and also some obstacles that we had, etc., etc. So yeah, that's how it started. And then I did one episode with them, talking about how we again, me and Supun, like how we how we met, etc., etc., and then so on. So and then I joined few other how you call that,
Episode.
different episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, different episodes. And yeah, excuse me, sorry. I think it was really fun doing it, and then I'm excited today to talk. This is the first couple, Subon, right?
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
first. This is the first couple we are interviewing today. So I mean, we can be free, talk about everything, right?
Hmm.
And then
And editing
there's
sound.
no
It's not
script.
good. Yeah.
There's no script. Yeah,
Yeah.
baladari everything kapahan like this, so we can always interrupt and say cut it. And
Yeah.
no, you can talk like freely, and then when we do the kind of editing, so we can remove those stuff. But
Yeah.
it just
Hmm.
do we go with the flow, and it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
fun.
all
So
about fun. Yeah. So we did an episode with Miuru last week. So I Miuru and Tharindu we met around the same time. Even though I had a little bit of history with Tharindu a little before that also. Then again, officially we met in person together at one of the events. So I'll let Tharindu maybe like talk about it and how. Yeah, let's just go through how we met. And I think it's a little
Yeah.
fun thing. Yeah.
So yeah, so talking about the history, don't like, don't think, you know, we don't have that kind of history.
No, no.
So we spoke. I think we found each other on Kaputa chat, like most of the other people we did, right?
Right.
And then we, yeah. So and then we spoke with each other a little bit on.
Mhm.
I think it moved from Kaputa to Google Chat, G Talk, I believe. We spoke a little bit, but we never really met.
Right.
And then the first time we met, actually, it was same as Muru, the same event, that movie thing. I think the movie was Prayers for Bobby. That was the movie. And then
Yeah.
I think after that,
that's
Suranga gave
correct.
me a lift to the Mount Lavinia bus station, I think.
Uh-huh.
And then I took the bus from there. I think I remember Suranga gave me a lift from there.
Yeah.
And I remember, well, I can't give names, but there were other people.
That's the hardest
So
part
one
on
of
this.
those people are apparently now straight. So,
Oh.
um, so yeah, I'm so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's how we met. And then I think the next big thing I remember was that trip we went to somewhere, Nikambo area or somewhere with that
Yeah. Yeah.
place
with
uh,
the group. Yeah.
I think
group.
that movie night was the event that we all actually met in person. Because even with Miuru, I think I've been sort of talking with him online, not
Yeah,
on a dating site, maybe on Facebook or something. But that movie event was the first event that we actually saw each
met.
other, like we met
Yeah,
in person. But
yeah,
after that, the trip that we went on, that's the thing that we actually brought us like close to each
closer
other.
together.
We became
Yeah.
actual
Yeah.
friends after that.
Milestone. Being in the pool for 8 hours.
Oh
Oh,
That's
my
how
God, yes,
superb
that's right.
Miru started.
we did not.
How on earth you in
That's
the pool
typical
for eight
Miuru.
eight whole hours?
That is true. That is true. But I
Yeah.
think my memory is a little hazy, but didn't we meet between those two events? there was an organization. They wanted you two and me to be part of their whatever the committee thing.
Oh, yes. It's the same
Mine is very bad.
Saki
Yeah.
collaborate.
I didn't know if I should
Yeah,
give name.
there
So
was there was a little bit of politics there. I remember there was a working committee and like a core committee, like the core committee,
yeah,
is the elite committee where all the
yes,
veterans were part of, and then the working committee were us, the
yeah.
working committee. So there
There
was
was
that bit of
something.
yeah,
I remember there was something.
yeah, yeah.
I can't even remember what happened after that. I was supposed to go to Bangladesh
Hmm.
for a conference for something with them, and then the visa got delayed and I couldn't go, and there was something happened. But I think after that it just didn't really happen anything. But
Right,
I
yeah.
think that happened between the trip and the movie.
Movie, yeah. That was more of a official thing. Yeah, I think the trip was the thing that made us really
Yeah,
became friends during the trip, and after that
yeah,
Yeah,
became we were friends for a very long time since then, and we are still
yeah,
even
ultimately that was a platform
yeah
for,
yeah yeah
brought us together
yes,
initially with the movie. Yeah, with the movie. I mean, Supun was like little out and talking to people a lot, right? In the community. But I wasn't like that before. Since after I met him, then only I was exposed to the community kind of a thing, right? So then I got to know about a lot of people. He had a lot of friends, like even like you guys were talking before, right?
yeah,
Before we met, like then the same day I met like you, Miuru, and then few other friends. Like still we are like in touch, like in talking, and like those are like kind of a little family group that we had.
yeah
And then the party, not the party, the trip, yeah, that gives us a lot of opportunity, like a lot of opportunities to talk,
yeah,
share our experiences,
yeah,
kind of a thing. It was a free and kind of a fun event.
hmm
yeah,
And yeah, that's how we started. That's how we started our journey as friends.
yeah. That
yeah.
was
There
our
were a lot of
most
things happened after that, but I think that's a different conversation.
that was a lot of drama after that, but that's given,
Family,
right?
of course, have drama.
Yep.
We're a gay queer family, so I think that's always true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to move to Jose. Like, how did you guys meet? Like, how was that experience? How was that? How did that happen?
Oh, golly. So we met on OkCupid.
Oh,
Um, I was Tharindu was in Sri Lanka, and I was here in Texas. And I honestly I'd been single my entire life. So at that point, I had just gotten every app I could think of, right? So I was just tired, like, because the grinder, the whatever, the growler, the all that stuff. It's like I'm so tired of like the trash that's out there. It's like, well, let me try OkCupid, right? Maybe there's like some normal guys out there. And so then I get a message from this guy named Mihisara, right?
Mm,
And I,
yeah, we all know
yeah,
that name.
yeah,
you're
everybody
right.
knows Mihi, right? And he starts talking to me, and I'm like talking to him, right? And he's talking about how he wants to meet, and I'm like, all right, cool. But he's like, well, I'm not in the US. I'm coming to the US soon. So I'm already thinking like, oh, okay, this is a scam, right? I'm instantly thinking I'm about to get scammed.
Right.
But, morbid curiosity, I'm like, well, let me see where this goes. And so we were talking. He actually kept a dialogue, over several days or whatever.
Hmm.
And then he was like, I'm coming to the US. And he had this phone number. And of course, being who I am, I went and researched it. And it was like a New York area code. I
Hmm.
was like, what the hell is this? Like, what? He's in Sri Lanka. Why is there a New York, area code, right? So now
Right.
again, I'm like, this is a freaking scam, right? This dude's trying to get my money or my social security number or something, right? But again, I was like, well, let me see where this goes. And so one day then he asked for my phone number, right?
Hmm.
Again, so I'm 47. I'll be 48 later this year. So I grew up right when technology started for like the computer age, right?
Right.
So for my generation, I'm very like cautious of everything like internet, right? So I'm
Right.
like, all my spidey senses are going off, and he's like, and I'm like, what the hell does this dude want my phone number for, right?
Right.
And I asked him, and he said, well, I wanted so I could talk to you via WhatsApp. I
Mm.
had never used WhatsApp in my entire life. I had no idea what that thing was, right?
Right.
Yeah, so let me interrupt a little bit. WhatsApp, I was surprised to know that WhatsApp not a thing in the US.
Right.
Like because the texts are free and the calls are free,
Free. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they pay like a huge amount monthly rent, and the
Right.
text and calls are all free. So they
Free.
don't
Yeah.
need WhatsApp. And I was like so
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
WhatsApp
No.
not a thing. For us, it's like the whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
exact
makes
reverse
sense.
for me. I was like, oh, the rest of the world uses this thing. Okay, cool. So again, I was like really super duper close to blocking him at each of these levels. No, like for real, at each of these levels, I was like really close to blocking him because I was like, oh, this is just another freaking scam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So but I gave my number, and lo and behold, this dude from Sri Lanka starts calling me via WhatsApp, right? And we're talking via WhatsApp, and then he comes to the US. So right, so now it's the big night, right? I get to
Yeah.
meet Miki Sarra. So I go to the apartment that his employer had. So right, so his employer sent him over here, and the employer had an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't know was that Tharindu had gotten there before the furniture arrived.
Oh.
So I go into the apartment, and it's completely empty.
Wow.
And I'm like, seriously, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
this dude's like just gonna rob me. I mean, I know he's like 5'4", but I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell is going on, right? So then I'm like, well, all right, let's see how this goes, right? And so then, whatever happened happened. And then I, as said goodnight, and we left, and I was like, well, that was interesting, right? And again, for the both of us, it was really like, for me, even though it was on OkCupid, it
Mm-hmm.
was still like with the intent, well, this is just going to be a one night stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really what the intent was, because that's really the culture here in the United States, is like, well, bang them and leave them, have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But amazingly, I think he contacted me again. He
Mm-hmm.
wanted to talk some more, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah.
So then he busts out with, "So can you like come over and take me to the grocery store?" Because he doesn't drive.
Oh,
Tharindu does
yeah.
not know how to drive a car.
I don't
Which,
either. Yeah.
as you guys know, with Sri Lankan and the tuk-tuks, you don't need a car, right? So
Yeah.
he took
Yeah.
public transit everywhere. So I'm like, man. So let me back up and give you some context to that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the kind of guys that I'm into, I used to have a joke about it. When people say, "What kind of guys you into?" I would be like, breathing, right? I just like, at that point, any guy that will have time with me, I was like, cool, let's do it, right?
Uh-huh.
So I don't really have a type.
Right.
But literally the last guy before him was some dude that lived by my office, and he was from India. So it was
Mm-hmm.
another South Asian, right?
Right.
And this dude, he was legit. He was like legit scamming me just so I could drive him around to places. And I
Ah.
figured that out. I was like, oh,
Right.
well, fuck you. I'm done with you, right? So now here's another South Asian. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, is
It's happening
this a South
again.
Asian thing? Like, what the hell, right?
Uh,
But again, I was like, at least he's chatting with me. Let me see. So I did pick him up. We went to Kroger, which is a grocery store out here in the United States. We went to the grocery store and took him. And again, we talked and whatever. And it just kept on, but we kept on having a dialogue,
mm-hmm.
which was something that was missing from everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was no dialogue.
Right.
So we kept on talking and chatting, and eventually it just morphed into a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
That was
Yeah.
good.
So we used to talk every day. At least like, I remember on lunch. We used to talk every day on lunch, at least couple of minutes or at least message, and we used to meet every weekend.
Yep.
too, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I would go over there every weekend. I
Awesome.
would cook for him because he does not know how.
I
Yeah.
used to not know how to. I know now.
Yeah, you know now,
Uh,
which is great. And I
Yeah.
introduced him to American dishes, and he got his first taste of pancakes, and now he loves pancakes.
Nice.
French toast and stuff like that, American breakfast. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you say pancakes, like back in Sri Lanka, stuff we call pancakes are like actually like crepes, right?
Yes.
Not the real
Well never
not
home.
the North American pancakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we also got used to eating the American pancakes after moving to Canada. I think since then
Yeah.
it's the pancake that our moms used to make. You know, the rolled crepes and with the coconut candy thing inside it, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to go to IHOP now when this is over. I want to
Now
go
I'm
get
craving for
pancakes
those
now
too. Yeah, how
After
much
gym.
have
after gym. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we go to
Yeah.
gym
Right.
and then like burn like maybe 100 calories or whatever, and then go to somewhere and put up like 1,000 calories. So
Like, yeah, doing cardio makes you like feel happy and feel achieved, and you just
yep.
destroy it by
Then
eating.
let's celebrate
No,
by like burning, not burning, putting more calories
Putting more
in. So
yeah, to burn tomorrow.
seriously, yeah, honestly, I do the same. Like, if I want to eat something that I like something I'm craving for, like sugary, sweety stuff, I try to do more cardio. Then I'm satisfied. Oh, I did a lot of cardio today. It's
Yeah,
okay to have this, kind of
I
like,
always eat a
no.
little bit more calorie. Yeah, I always eat.
I said, okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was an interesting story. I mean, we all met with a guy with feathers, no? We met with Kaputa with feathers, and then the Cupid has.
yep. Everything was
Yeah,
good.
it was like nothing planned, but it was interesting
Yeah. I mean,
how you guys met.
from my side, like when I came here, so I came here
Oh,
like my boss might see this video and he's like, "What the fuck? I sent you for work and this is what you did." But
If your boss sees this video, your boss has something that he's not telling people.
well, he owes me money, so if he
Oh,
sees this, send me money. So anyway,
wow. Send his
so when I
money.
came here, yeah, when I came here, I was I was like, okay, I'm going to US, land of the free, right?
Mhm, mhm.
I was like, while I was in Sri Lanka, I was going to the embassy to get my apply for visa. I already had apps to change my GPS location and downloaded all the apps and looking. Right? I
Right,
was
yeah.
that very excited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do half of Texas by the time I come back to Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And the day that I got here, like he was right. The first night I was in a hotel because the apartment was not ready.
Mhm.
And the second day, the next day, it was a Saturday. The apartment, I got the apartment, but there was no furniture. The only thing I had was a sleeping bag.
Oh, wow.
Literally, that's about it.
Okay.
And then I met him, and not that I didn't taste the various dishes around for a month or so, but after a month. So yeah, like I think did you ask to be exclusive?
I did.
Oh,
So we were having
it was Taco Bueno.
it was Taco Bueno. So we were at a fast food restaurant. Well, no bunny ears are needed. We were at a fast food restaurant because I wanted to show him various things, right? It's like, oh, you've never been here, so let me take you here, right? So we went to this restaurant called Taco Bueno. They do fast food taco stuff, and we were sitting in the restaurant. I remember we were by a window in a booth, and I was just talking to him, and I was like, so, oh, and the way that I prefaced everything back then, right, was, so feel free to say no if you want to, but I just wanted to find out how you felt about this, but say no if you want to, right? It's okay, right? And I was like, so what do you think about being exclusive? And he thought about it, and he was like, sure. And that's when it started. So, yep.
Right.
I
Yeah.
put that shit on lockdown fast.
And what happened was, I think right after that, and then so we were like, we still want to take this a little slow, right? I mean, so then we were thought like, you know what? Let's do let me stay with you. At that time we never stayed together,
Mhm.
right? And
Cool.
like they were like, let's do I'll go to your house and then we'll stay on the weekend and then let's do weekend at your place kind of scenario.
Right.
And then I go back to my apartment. And then I came here on a weekend, Saturday, and then your mom was in hospital, I
Mhm.
think.
No,
No?
no.
I
You met
something
my
happened.
mother.
No, but she came the next day. So somehow I met her.
Come?
I think so.
No.
Anyway, the moral of the gist of it is that
Yeah.
I met his mom. She was old woman, sick, At that time, she was on a wheelchair.
No. Okay, hold on. So she was not in a wheelchair.
She
So no. I'll explain. So my mother is from North Carolina, right?
Mhm.
So if you don't, so for those who don't know, North Carolina is what we call the hillbilly area, right? Well, I call it hillbilly. Those people.
So translation to Sri Lankan, Tanamalvile.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna call it Palazzo.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so yeah. So my mom's from North Carolina, and when he met her for the first time, she was in the garage. The garage doors open, and she was just out there just enjoying the sun.
Mhm.
So in the garage, there was those scooters old people use to get around, those things.
Oh, yeah.
We had one, but it was broken, so
Uh-huh.
it became just a chair. So
Oh.
that's what he saw her in. It wasn't a wheelchair. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
a scooter that wasn't actually working.
Right.
So
Okay.
she was just out there, and she speaks English clearly. I speak English. He speaks English, but I had to translate for the both of them. So he would say something to her. I go, "Mom, did you understand it?" She goes, "No." I was like, "Okay, he said this." Then she would say something. I'd go, "So did you understand her?" He'd go, "No," and I had to
Oh,
translate
okay.
for her. So I
Right.
was translating English to English because her accent was so thick for him
Oh,
that
right.
he had no idea what she was saying.
Right.
Say
Yeah.
something in that accent.
Oh my gosh. I'll do it later when it's more organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could not understand her. Like she was like, I mean, I barely understand the normal American accent, and now I have
Right.
to
Yeah.
translate hillbilly. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like,
unfortunately, so I met her on Sunday, and the next Tuesday, like 2 days later, she passed away.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the
okay.
events that actually really solidified that that he was different. So I was actually at school. I think you got your dates wrong because the class that I went to when she passed away was on a weekend. So I was at class. It was
No. I very clearly remember. No, you're wrong. Because I was at work and I was supposed
Our
to
no,
go
game
you're
to
is
right.
going to be really fun.
I'm trying to remember. Well, anyways,
No.
whatever it was, I was at class.
Right.
And I remember I was at school in the parking lot in my car waiting for the class to start. It was college algebra.
Mhm.
Hated that class. I was so miserable with that teacher. She was such a cunt.
Of course.
Anyways,
As you
and
do.
I'm sorry.
Can you say that?
They can bleep me out. If you guys are getting monetized on YouTube, my bad. But anyways, so
I'll
I was
put
in the
mark
parking
that.
lot, right? And I was waiting for class, and I get this phone number from just some number, right? And you guys know, like nowadays, you see a number like, I don't know who you are, you're going to voicemail, right? But something's like, let me answer it. And I answered it, and it was a hospital saying, "Hey, we're looking for the son of, Joyce."
Shit.
It's like, and instantly I knew. I knew that, oh, she's dead.
Oh.
So I was like, well, this is him. And well, hey, your mom's at the hospital and you need to get here. And I was like, okay. So I had to message the teacher through our school app and say, hey, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to the hospital. So I left, got to the hospital. And I mean, I already knew because my mom was very old. Well, she wasn't very old. She was in her 70s, but her health was just horrible. And her health had been declining for decades at that point. So it was just, we knew it was coming. So I get to the hospital and I was the only one there.
Oh.
My dad wasn't there. My sister, it was just me. And so I just called him. I called him. Did I call you or text you first?
Called.
I called you. So I called him. I called Tharindu, and I was like, and again, the way that I prefaced things in those days, like, so I'm just letting you know you don't have to do anything about it. I'm just giving you a heads up. So again, just not asking you to do it because he was at work. It was like a conference, right? Like you were doing something important.
Yeah,
It was a meeting.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to.
Yeah, there was some big meeting that he had to go to. And I was like, so I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just letting you know.
Mhm.
My mom died and
Mhm.
I'm at the hospital
Mhm.
and I'm by myself and just letting you know, right?
Mhm.
Without missing a beat, he was like, okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes or something. I was like, no, 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 you don't have to. He's like, nope, I'm coming. Don't worry
Mhm.
about it. I'll be there. So he actually got there before any of my other family showed up, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So that was yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that's
that was
really
definitely something different.
yeah, that's really
Yeah,
amazing. Like that's yeah, that's really like coincidental. Also, we did a recording yesterday with Surang and myself. We did recording about like how family felt for us, like the concept of family, how that was for us, and this is basically the textbook definition of a family, right? So instead of your own family, like he was available as your family, right, for you when you needed
Yeah,
him. So
yeah.
that's really
So
amazing.
w- so with my family, it's like I mean,
complex.
yeah, I mean,
Mm,
I don't mind talking.
Complicated.
I mean, I don't mind talking about it. I mean, I don't really have secrets like that kind of stuff. But my father, my mom and my dad, they got divorced many years ago, like decades
mhm,
ago. Um, and my father was actually not a part of my life for like over
mhm,
30 years,
mhm,
right?
mhm,
Um, there was a lot of drugs on both of their sides that
mhm,
caused that. They both went to prison,
mhm, mhm,
and my father was just not a part of my life.
mhm,
And then when my mother ended up, she did something that caused her to lose her government housing here in the United States, and
mhm,
she had to come live with me.
mhm,
So that's why my mom was with me. And then I also got custody of one of my nieces through
mhm.
that incident. So now I'm a foster parent
Wow.
and I was struggling financially because I was really the only one bringing in money. We were in a house, and the job that I had at that time paid very poorly.
Mhm,
So I was like, I need help. So I
mhm,
called my dad, who was
mhm,
in another city, like 8 hours south of where we live now.
mhm,
So I was like, hey, dad, I need help. This is what happened. And he's like, okay, come get me. So my dad said, okay, come get me. And he came up here. My dad moved in with me, but my dad brought his habits back with him. So my
mhm,
dad, he had drug problems with specifically was heroin.
mhm,
He's a heroin addict.
mhm,
So the day that my mom died, instead of going to the hospital, he went to a part of Dallas where he knew he could go get drugs, and they said the way that they presented that he went to go get my sister, who's also on drugs, or
mhm,
was then, she's not now, but was on drugs, and I don't know if they were over there getting high or whatever, but that's what they were doing as my
mhm.
mom was dead in the hospital, and I had to be there by myself, right? So again, you talk about letting you down. It's like, well, again, they chose something else over me,
Mhm.
but Tharindu chose me over work, right? So
Mhm.
again, it was just one of those moments that solidified that this is the person that I want to be with.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah,
Well,
I think I yeah.
like, let me add something more to that, because
Mhm,
dad came around
Oh yeah,
at
totally.
some point.
mhm,
So it didn't take that long. A couple of months after that happened, he came around. He got himself cleaned,
Yep,
mhm,
and
mhm,
I had a really, really, really good relationship with him.
mhm,
sure
mhm,
did.
So
mhm,
whenever he goes, like, he doesn't like food. I mean, seafood. Like, he
mhm,
doesn't like anything to do with seafood or fish unless you know, fry it to the point there's no taste.
mhm,
So my dad, whenever he goes somewhere, if there's something fish, something like, we got a restaurant, like, here, like, you get a lot and you always take home whatever the leftovers. So he
mhm.
brings me the fish stuff because he knows that I like fish,
Right.
Yeah.
and he cooks me food that I like. And like, I had a really, really great relationship with him.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool because like my dad, so we didn't talk about this. So my mom, so I'm biracial, right? So my
Mhm,
mom is white.
mhm,
That's the North Carolina, the hillbilly. So she's white. my dad is Hispanic. He
Mhm.
was born here, but of course of Mexican descent.
Uh-huh.
So for those who don't know, like in the Latino community, there's that we call it machismo, that macho thingy,
Uh-huh.
right? And like, men don't do that with men, right?
Mhm.
And it's so bad in the Latino community that even if a guy is gay,
Mhm.
that it it could be accepted so long as he's not the bottom, right?
Wow.
So it even gets even worse.
Wow.
Oh, so you're the bottom, now you're
Right.
even lower than being gay. You're the
Mm.
one getting it, right?
Yeah.
But my dad, I don't know. Well, I think with my dad, what it was because he had been in prison off and on throughout his entire life. I
Mm.
think I think in some part it's kind of funny that all the adversity that he had in his life
Right.
actually made him more open-minded
Mhm.
than someone who hadn't gone through that shit. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So when I came out to him, he was basically like, okay, you know, and then when he met Tharindu, he was like, okay, you know,
Okay.
and he latched onto him.
Right.
He treated Tharindu like a son,
Yeah.
and it was just they had a great relationship. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's really nice.
we're talking about him in the past tense. My dad passed away also,
Mhm.
not this year, but last year, last July,
Oh,
and the fucker decided to pass away on the 4th of July. So now it's on a holiday. So
right. Every
memories
holiday.
to that.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really nice story. I mean, yeah, I mean, also makes me think like what addiction does to people, right? Like what addiction does to like probably good people, like it converts people, right? It like yeah, I mean, I've had experiences with not probably not with my parents, but maybe with my close friends. But then again, yeah, I understand what you say. Like when people go through addiction, they're like they're entirely different. Their personalities change. They get disconnected. They have their own struggle to go through, which is the
Yeah.
addiction. So I yeah understand. But then again, it's really nice that he came around at least before he actually passed away, and he to have a
Yeah,
really good
we had
experience
about
with
like
him.
five. I had about 5 good years with
Nice,
him.
nice.
Yeah.
So
That's
And
it
really
was
for
nice.
me and did something drop?
no.
Okay. So for me, I got about 12 years because remember, 30 years he was not a part of my life. I
Hmm.
got to spend the last 12 years of his life with him. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
no,
that's good. Yeah,
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 that
that's
was
really nice.
bad.
That's so touching that you actually had time to like be with him
Oh,
as
that's what
your
I was
dad.
about to say.
Yeah.
It was funny because it was the death of my mother. Like you hear
Yeah.
about these addicts and the rock bottoms, right?
Right.
And like with him, it's like how many rock bottoms can you have? And I guess that
Right.
was it.
Right.
Um, and he was kind of like, you know what? Let me stop this shit because I need to be with my son. And
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. And also like it's amazing how he was accepting of you two as a gay couple, right? Like that's
yep,
you had that family moment, right? That
yep,
it's sad that your mother wasn't around, but then at least with your father
yeah.
you had that family moment, and that's really nice.
That's
That's something I actually missed with my father because I don't think my father ever accepted me for who I am. And then, yeah, I don't think until he died, he accepted me. I didn't know because he had dementia during his latter part of his life. So, but I didn't know. But then again,
oh,
when he was on, like when he was healthy and, rocking, he wasn't accepting me for who I am. He even the way he expressed his disapproval of me was making comments on my earrings. that because he had no like that's a sad part of I don't know if it's Sri Lanka or whatever, like maybe it's common to any country, but then again the sad part is our parents not being exposed to like what this is, even we were not exposed to our sexuality. We didn't know I always knew that I was attracted to men, but I didn't have any like literature or whatever, you know what I mean, like to look up. We
Define.
didn't have internet to go look up and see if this is normal or it's, we always felt that was something wrong, something wrong in us. So for our parents, it was worse. They didn't even know a term. We actually at least knew that the term was gay or homosexuality or whatever. My father didn't know shit about that. Like only way for him to call it out was making comments on my earrings. That's the only way he knew how to call it out. So that's kind of sad. But then again, yeah, my mother was, so I think, always been accepting. Like it was. I told her, and she took me to a psychiatrist. Not, she didn't get angry or anything. She didn't know what to do. She felt like this is maybe a mental problem. She didn't say that. She said maybe we can go to a psychiatrist. I mean, she's not a very educated person or anything. And, when I say it, you probably portray her as like a very educated, working woman. No, she's a housewife. But she was sort of intelligent enough to like take me to. I mean, at least to that extent, to take me to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist said it's okay, and then she was okay with it. After that, she never talked about it. Like, she never talked about it. She was fine with it. Yeah, I mean, at least just like you, I had one parent who was accepting about it. Yeah, so that's a really it just made me think of being nostalgic about it also.
Yeah.
Ranga,
I mean,
do
I
you have?
like
Yeah.
his whole family was good about it. Like there was
Hmm.
nobody who said or showed anything. Like
Right.
his sister,
Mm.
who was had a problematic past. Now
Mhm.
she's getting herself sorted, going to
Yeah.
therapy and all the AA meetings and all
Yeah.
that stuff. She's doing really good now. She's very very loving.
Yep.
Right.
And his sister's daughter, one of his sister's daughter, um, she's also very good, and she has a bunch of kids. Like she has like what now, 6.
Yep.
Uh,
Wow.
but yeah, I mean,
That's a lot
imagine
even in
the
Sri Lankan terms.
yeah, and imagine the time of Christmas, how many gifts I need to buy. So,
Oh my God.
but they're like really good kids, and
Yes.
there are other nephews and nieces, and then his father's side of the family. So when he passed away, we took him to his hometown, which is again like that 8-hour journey.
Mhm.
So his whole family was there, and we found out that one of his uncles, he has uncle, right?
What are you talking about?
Ever and
Those are my cousins.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So he has three. His father's brother has 3 sons.
Okay.
2 of them are gay,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
and
right.
there was another gay cousin, and another cousin who was lesbian.
Yeah.
So it was like running in the family kind of thing. So
We got a whole fruit basket. And I was like,
Yeah.
so that's the other thing. So like with my dad's family, because of what happened, I'm actually not close to my dad's family.
Mhm. Call එකක් යනවා. Give me 1 second. I think your recording stopped. I
sorry,
don't know
yeah,
if
there was a
it
call.
Oh, no, okay. Now
Okay.
okay.
Hopefully she doesn't try to call back. So because of what happened with my dad, I'm not close to his side of the family. Not because I don't want to. I'm just not.
ෆෝන් එක බලන්න.
Yeah.
ෆෝන් එක දිහා බලන්න. මෙහෙම Mhm.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
Yes.
Amma may she was keep on calling. I told her I'll call her back.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Really?
That's
You know
fine.
what I'm talking about?
Sorry, I don't know when we lost.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, no, that's just so as far as my family's concerned. So, my mom's family up in North Carolina, I have almost 0 relationships up there.
Mhm, mhm.
But with my dad's family, I'm just not close to them, even though we're all in the same state. It's
Mhm.
literally an 8-hour journey, and where he lives or where they're at, there's no airline. So I have to drive there.
Okay.
Now, I know for those who are listening across the world, Texas is huge. And that is not that it's a journey I don't mind driving. It's just boring. It's just you drive through lots of
Flat land.
nothing.
Right.
So for the majority of my life, I have no relationship with any of them. And I was so excited to find out that I've got all these fruits in my family. But I was down there for a funeral, and I'm not really in the headspace to try to build up like, oh, let me get to know you. Let me get to know you. And I honestly, because of the trauma of his death as well, I was like, I don't want to be down here. I want to go back home as soon as possible. And my family my aunts and uncles, they were kind of like, oh, you're leaving already? It's like, yeah, I got to go, right? Not that I didn't want to be around them. I just didn't want to be in that death state anymore. I just wanted to get back home and get back to work and do stuff. So, but I'm trying to build those relationships now. It's hard because they don't know me, I don't know them, and I tell Tharindu, like, I don't want to come off as desperate, but I really want to get to know them, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah. So
Yeah, once you're at the stage, like, I had the same experience, like family when it comes to family, right? But if you know that they're good, but that you're trying to do something, to get to know about your relatives, which is good. I at some point, like after so many years, you got to know, oh my God, I have like so much of cousins and relatives, so on, and then they're like some of them are like 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 as you said, like some fruits. So it is kind of interesting. Yeah, I really like the story that your dad and the relationship had with Tharindu for 5 years. It was amazing. I mean, this is honestly touching because this is the same topic we were talking about yesterday, about the family concept, as Supun mentioned earlier, how we define family, how we, brought that little family together, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So you had the nice family of 3 for 5 years, which is which was amazing, and then you had good time, and you treated him well, like a good Lily.
Yeah, that's daughter-in-law.
Yeah,
Daughter-in-law. It was really nice, and the story you guys had was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it started. It's unannounced.
Yeah.
It come at certain point, and oh, this is the right person for me.
Right. Yeah.
And exactly, and the understanding and respecting each other, those counts a lot, right? So
Wait.
that's how can go a long, long way. Yeah.
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 And for
So
me
kudos
also,
for that. Kudos.
Yeah. Yeah. Kudos for the nice
yay.
time.
So for me also, it's like the relationship for me, like I learned, like I met him the next day I came here, right? And all my experiences were with him. Like the first time I was here, that I was in the apartment, I was like, why do they have 2 washing machines? And I was like, why do they have, like, I asked him, why do they have 2 washing machines? He was like,
Oh,
no,
the
that's a
dryer,
washing
yeah.
machine and the dryer.
Yeah.
And like in Sri Lanka, I never seen that. Like we all have one
No.
washing machine to do washing and drying both,
And
right?
it takes a day to dry out like the laundry,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then you
sun
use
dry
the dryer
everything.
and then you had to put it out to the valet
Yeah,
to
dry, yeah.
dry more.
Yeah.
But like all the
Yeah.
experiences that we had, good or bad, we all, we had all those together.
Together.
And like he gets mad when I have a new experience without him. Like he was like, "You went to that restaurant without me, you bitch."
Yeah, I have that too. Like, I'm always curious what he's eating, like what, like I was always want to know because I also want to like
At least
experience.
I brought
Yeah.
at least I brought a parcel. I mean, like whenever I go somewhere with Val or someone, and then I used to like bring him a separate parcel,
Yeah.
but he never did that for me.
No,
Like he just go and eat. Oh, we had a good stuff. Do you have anything? No, nothing.
I
Yeah, I'm so
remember
bad
there
in
was
that
a
way.
day his employer, the old company that they shall not be named, but the let's call him Mama, right? whatever his name, Mama, would
In
come.
Spanish, say mama. So
Mama. Okay,
translation.
yeah, uncle.
My accent, I'm so sorry. If I can't say his first name, if I can't say his first name, then I'm just saying whatever you do, Mama. So, anyways,
Right.
yeah, Uncle would come to the United States, right, and he would take all the employees out to eat. And
Mhm.
there's a restaurant here in the U.S. called Hard Eight. It's a barbecue place,
Mhm.
and he took them there. And I was so mad. I was like, you went to Hard Eight without me, and you didn't bring me anything back, right? And and then at some point the uncle started, or you told me that I could actually start going. So then I started being able to tag along. Like I could go
Right.
to like the company outings and stuff like that. So I was very
Yeah.
happy. I was like, all right, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's nice. So I want to move to Tharindu about to talk about how his family and what that experience is. But before that, let's play that game we were
Oh yeah.
talking about. I email you the questions,
You
Suranga.
Oh,
Maybe we
Yeah, I
can
do have it.
yeah, we can each take one question and ask them. So this is going to be a fun
Yeah,
game.
I have that. It's a fun game. That's a thing. Like I will. Before that, I think I'll because that's kind of. Wait. Let me open that first.
you finally saw that?
no, I
Okay.
saw
Fix
it.
the blouse.
No,
Yeah.
he told me to button up my shirt because I'm showing too much skin. And I unbuttoned it before we began to see how long it would take him to notice,
Expose.
and he just now noticed.
You should see
Expose,
yesterday's
honey.
episode. He was over. Oh,
End of the day, we're gays.
yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous. Hey, I mean, this is something you guys can like before going to Supun's questions, I'll have like quick 10 odd questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can both of you can answer this like
Mm-hmm.
individually with those like very like small questions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like who's more likely to
Okay.
kind of a thing. Who's more likely to? Okay.
Mm.
So kind of thing like okay, the first question is like who's more likely to forget an anniversary? Oh, fun. That's cool. I'm in the South Asian genes. We have to keep things in mind, right? You know, we need this like celebration.
In our relationship, it's me. I always forget all the dates.
Okay, when is my birthday, Super?
July 30th, and it took at least 5 years for me to remember that. Since we
Ah, okay, finally he knows
finally know
because it was like
because I always
since last year
yeah
he knows.
no not last year.
Not before.
Maybe for the first 5 years I didn't remember because I always get confused with July 31st. Whether it's June 30th or July 30th, I always
Okay.
mix it up.
Forgive you, don't worry. So who's more likely to spend too much money on brunches? I can't see the hands. Okay, because maybe the camera doesn't. Oh, it's
I
you.
need
Perfect.
That's me.
Good match. I think you guys are really good matching. Okay. Okay, the next question is who's more likely to cry during a movie?
oh.
Okay. And then who starts a silly argument? Most likely.
Oh,
Sorry, repeat that.
That's it.
who's first?
Like
Oh, it's
who's
him.
more
It's him.
likely to
Oh.
yes. Okay, who's more likely to plan a surprise date night? Kinda.
Probably me.
Well, that's romantic. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe you. No, it'd be him. Yeah, it's him.
Probably me.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
so we have this thing about not spending money on that kind of stuff. So for Christmas or anniversaries, we usually don't get anything more than $20.
No,
If
that's
we
good.
Anything at all.
if we want something, we talk about each other and buy it together, kind of thing, rather than we don't
Right.
spend money on gifts for
Ah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. Nice.
Okay, that's nice. All right, so the next question. Okay. Okay, so if you guys were in a concert, specifically Lady Gaga, who's most likely to sing the loudest at a Lady Gaga concert?
He doesn't like Lady Gaga, so we
Ah,
have to revoke
Oh
the tie,
no.
we
but he
just leave
doesn't
it at
like
the
that.
concert.
So it's probably be me.
Okay. Okay. We had her here last month, right?
Yeah, she was in Toronto.
There was a big gay event. All gays were there with fabulous dresses,
All the
weird dresses, all
yeah,
kind of
all the
stuff.
corsets were out of stock because
Yeah, the corsets were out of stock. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, this is a very cool question. Who's more likely to say "I love you" first in an argument to make peace? Oh, that's
that's
cute.
cute. Yeah.
It shows that the tough guy,
Yeah.
who's the tough guy in the family. Okay. Okay, the last question. Who's more likely to be
Remind me to say something about that. The tough guy. No, not the same thing. But there was a very funny incident happened. But okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, you can relate that after this question. The last one, who's most likely to be caught dancing in the kitchen at midnight? Ah, funny.
Of course, you're a Latina, so
There you
you
go.
Of
Exactly.
course.
No, exactamente.
what
Yeah.
was he thinking?
Yeah,
Awesome.
no.
Fair enough. Okay.
What were
What
you
I
going
was
to
going
talk
to
about?
say is that we went to New Orleans one time,
Mm-hmm.
and then we wanted some good photos. So here's the thing: we'll fight about this. He doesn't take good photos, and I take nice
Me,
photos.
that's me.
I take
Yeah.
nice photos, but the photos that he takes of me, he takes 100 photos. None of them is good. So at this time, like we were going through our immigration process and all right, we needed to show photos, and like there was this thing that they take us through a walking tour of the city, and they also take photos. So this lady, white lady, came in. So she was our guide and a photographer, and she was trying her best to not react, I guess, right? And
Yeah.
at some point she was so used to that man and woman photo poses and everything,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
at some point she was asked, like, she wanted to
Set it up. Set it up. Okay. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm the
Who's
storyteller.
who's the
So
best
I'm a story. Okay.
storyteller?
So here's this lady. So there's two couples that she's touring. Me and him, and this
Okay.
straight couple. So remember the white
Yeah.
couple that was there?
yeah.
Okay, they're like old people, not old people, but whatever. So one of the venues that she had us take a photo in front of was by against a brick wall, right? And so she
Mhm.
wanted to do this photo where one person had the other person pushed up against the wall with their hands up against it, like they were being aggressive. And she
Okay.
looked at us. So for those who can't tell, he's 5'4", I'm 5'10". There's a height difference. I
Right, that
am
doesn't
physically, like, I'm chubby, right? So I'm bigger than him. And she looks at us
Yeah.
and she goes,
No, this is not gonna work.
so who's more of the two of you, who's more dominant?
What do you mean?
I was like, you know what? I didn't, but I want to say, you know what? We just toss a coin. Heads him dominant, tails me dominant. But
Oh
yeah.
my
But luckily
God.
we were in agreement. Since I'm taller, I could hold his arms up against the wall.
Right.
So we
Yeah.
had some light bondage on the street. That was hot.
Yeah.
And plus it was in
What's that?
public, so it's like voyeurism. That's so hot.
What's that San Francisco festival? Folsom.
Folsom?
Folsom.
Folsom.
Yeah, Folsom right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
Folsom on New Orleans streets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I'm
cool.
sure they smell the same.
I've never been to that festival. We went to Germany just after the Folsom festival there. They also have a Folsom festival there in
Yeah.
Germany. in Berlin,
Germany is
yeah.
the capital of game.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess.
Yeah.
I cannot
my God.
imagine what that would be like in Germany. Oh my
I
God.
got exhausted. Like, how,
There
it's
were
all
a
about
lot of
sex,
fetish stuff happening there.
like, yeah. Every bar has a bar. Like, every gay bar there has a dark room down in the basement.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time y'all go, let us know. We'll tag along.
Small dungeon.
Yeah.
Small dungeon.
I
We
mean,
should make a trip.
Before we do, we need to go to Canada. We've been talking about it, but never really
Yes.
took
Yeah.
the chance to.
because Supun, you're in Canada, right?
He's in
Toronto,
Toronto.
yeah.
Okay,
Toronto.
cool.
It's pretty easy to
So
come
you
in.
know
Yeah.
my other friend Indika. Oh no, sorry, I shouldn't maybe say the names. So
You can,
he's in Buffalo, just
ask him.
the other side of the river. So
Ah,
like
Oh, in the
yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know him. Yeah. I've never met him, but yeah, I know him on Facebook. Yeah. Do we wanna play the other game also? Let's play that also, right?
that's
Yeah.
fun.
yeah, you go ahead.
Hmm?
Should I? You can do that.
Yeah. So yeah,
Take charge of it.
this game is going to be like just like I told you, I'm gonna ask like 10 questions and you write down the answers together, not together, separately, and then you can show them. Let's
Okay.
see
Mm.
if you agree. So the first question is, what's the one thing your partner does at home that always makes you laugh?
Always make you laugh.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wow. I not that I cannot
Someone
think of
knows.
something, but I'm thinking like specifically laughed. What? This is a tough question for the first one.
I got mine
ChatGPT was
done.
like, oh.
Okay, I know. Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Show. So Jose's one, I can see it. When he
When
squats,
He squeals.
squeals,
the
he
squeals.
Yeah.
squeals.
So, so, okay. So here's this. So Tharindu is very reserved, right? And you guys have figured out. So like I'm like the what's the word? Stereotypical spicy Latino, right?
Uh-huh.
So there are times where I'll be doing something like I'll give him like little kisses, and he'll go. Oh, and
Oh.
it just cracks me up, and I love it so much. So that's what I meant
Yeah.
when he squeals.
So-
Okay.
Okay, mine is boring compared to that.
Story.
Snoring.
So
Snoring.
basically, his whole sleep thing, right?
Right.
Okay.
So the way he snores is so weird, and sometimes I just close his
Record it.
mouth so that to stop him snoring. And now recently we both got CPAP
CPAP.
machines, like the sleep machines.
Right.
Mine works great. For him, he has the mask on, like it's just a nose,
Uh-huh.
and he opens his mouth. Like you're not supposed to open your mouth. It doesn't work
Oh.
right. Like so, what happens? All the air that passed through that machine comes out of mouth. Like I have a
Oh.
video. It was so funny.
It really was. Like I genuinely thought it was funny. You ever heard a horse when they go?
Yeah, it's
That,
pretty bad.
that's what
Oh.
my mouth was going. And I was like, oh my God, that is
right.
so funny.
Yeah, but you should have the both, like the face and so the mouth and the
Yeah,
nose, because
yeah.
I had the same machine though, but then I starting thinking that I only breathe through my nose while I was sleeping. I had the nose piece only,
Mhm.
but it didn't work very well for me because I'm breathing while I was sleeping, using my mouth as well. So I had to use the full
Mm.
whole thing for more nose and mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some mouth tape.
Yeah, try that first.
You will step
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Could be
Cool. The
useful for
second
other stuff too.
Activities. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You
Yeah.
pervert.
Yeah, you can use them for something else also. So the second question is, if you both had to choose a movie that represents your relationship, what would it be? That's a really hard question also.
Damn.
Wow.
I know, right?
Yeah. ChatGPT is so serious about this.
Hmm.
I cannot think of something. Oh, I haven't seen a movie in a very long time.
I don't have anyone in my mind either, if it comes to me, that question.
I mean, we
Do
can
you have
skip it.
one?
I'm done.
You-
Oh.
He's
The-
so good at this game.
Linda.
I'm really bad.
Bambaru have it. No, I don't.
Um,
Huh?
let me think. I'm trying to think of movies that I've seen. I'm sorry, I cannot think of anything. Oh, okay. Well, kind of.
Better be not, better not
This
be
is an
offensive.
old. Am I spelling this right? I don't know. So this is an old Hindi movie.
Okay. You go first. I went first last time.
Love in
Love in
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
I
Yeah,
think
I
Love
don't
in
know.
Tokyo
It's
or Love
really
in
old.
Japan. I can't remember the
Love
exact
in
name.
Japan.
Love in
Yeah, Love in Tokyo. I don't know.
And mine, if you guys can see it.
Can you back up a little
Little
bit?
down. Oh yeah.
Bahubali. One.
what?
Wow.
That's Bahubali.
I always remember that scene in the
Be-
river with the giant
because
cock.
the hair.
Oh, oh, because of the
The
Well,
Bahubali, the giant cock.
you offended 1.3 billion people.
Oh yeah, the giant cock.
Yeah, that was like when you met me and
Oh my
you
god.
smelled water.
Oh my god. I don't think this can go on YouTube.
uh,
There you go.
it's fine. So the other question is, um, what's one food your partner absolutely cannot live without?
Mm,
Cannot live without.
this one's super easy.
uh,
Can you tilt the camera a little bit, the opposite side, away from the window?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's better.
wait, I know you have. Okay.
All right. So my answer's for him, right? Like his
Yeah,
food?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's easy. Where's it at?
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. You nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah. That was a given.
So there's
Yeah.
multiple stuff
That's
for
also wrong
him.
also.
So
Yeah.
there's multiple stuff for him, but he gets this every time.
Wow.
Oh,
French fries.
French fries.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see why. Yeah. Yeah, I love French fries too.
yeah, the
Especially
potato and rice. Fair enough.
Carbs.
And for the British viewers,
Carbs.
crisps.
crisps. Yeah.
Crisps, yeah.
No, the chips. Chips, my bad, chips.
Chips, yeah, chips.
Yeah, we call chips too,
Fish and
right?
chips.
Yeah, we call chips too. Rice, potato chips.
If you both were to plan a dream vacation together, what's the first destination that comes to mind?
Hmm.
I know what I think I know what he wants, but mine is different.
Okay.
I guess. What? Huh. Okay.
Mm, shouldn't be
Okay.
that long.
Mm.
How's your mind first?
Okay. Europe.
Europe?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Let's see, where's it at? There you go.
What?
Oh, what airline?
What airline?
Oh,
What?
oh.
Oh, you're thinking like what?
No,
You
I
can't
can
the question.
understand. So whenever they plan a trip, the question they don't first think about the destination. I think that's what you want to
What's
say.
the
He
first
was thinking, asking like,
destination?
what
What
airline
airline?
are we going to use for the destination?
So with me and him, whenever there's a trip, he's the planner, right? He's the
Okay.
planner. And because of him, I tell people that I am spoiled because the first time we went to Sri Lanka, and again, I have never been on an airplane and I've never been out of the country on an airplane, right?
You're not been in
Wow.
an airplane, but I thought you flew from Amarillo to Del Rio or
I
Dallas.
was like 7 years old, so I'm not counting that.
Wow.
Anyways, and plus I was little and I fit in the seats. Anyways, but when we went to Sri Lanka for the first time, we went on Qatar Airlines, and I'm like, everybody's like, "Oh, nice to meet you. How are you? Oh, how can I help you? What do you need?" And then we went from Qatar to Sri Lankan Airlines again. Are you Bowen? How can I help you? What do you need? I was like, "This is great, right?"
Yeah.
Then when we left, we went from Sri Lankan Airlines to Frankfurt, Germany, right? Again, very great. Then from Frankfurt, Germany back to the US was American Airlines.
Nice.
Welcome to American Airlines. Here's your seat. And it's just this like everybody was just so, and I was like, ugh. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't ever want to fly an American again because it was just so
Yeah.
awful. Like, so
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, what airline are we going to be on? That's so because now I'm spoiled. And and then he messed up because we had a domestic flight somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but he got a good deal on first class tickets. Yeah. Oh, he messed up.
Wow.
He messed up. Now I've had first class, bruh. So I told him anytime we're in the U.S., we're getting first class because I'm not going back.
I'm not flying to Sri Lanka on business. Like that's like
No, that's ridiculous.
that's like 10,000 per person, kind of like I'm not doing that. But domestic first class, so I can
Right.
afford that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a lot of money to take business class in Sri Lanka. Yeah. So one last question. Let me choose from this list. Okay, if you two were a famous, or maybe not that one.
We are going to be famous after this. So
I know, right?
Yeah, it's the famous duo. So I don't know. Like we need to. It's going to be. Maybe I'll just ask. We can
Nick
skip
and
it.
Priyanka.
Huh?
Nick.
Nikawa.
So your answer is Nick and Priyanka?
Yep.
That's like the duo. Ethnically also that's correct.
Yep.
So who's Nick Jonas?
That would be Priyanka.
Oh my god! I was gonna say for that one because like we didn't even hear it. I was gonna be funny to be like Tim Kruger and John Thomas.
Oh my god! Well, Tim Kruger died.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You guys don't know who we're talking about, do you? Tim Kruger and John Thomas.
I think I heard.
They're porn
Tim
actors.
Kruger. Oh yeah, Tim Kruger. He died, right?
Yeah, he died. Yeah, so Tim Kruger, because John Thomas is his favorite bottom. He loves watching his videos.
Oh, okay.
Because John Thomas is the GOAT, right? And I don't know. I always like Tim Kruger's videos with John Thomas. So
That's not going on the video.
Okay, let me put on.
It's their video. They'll do what they want.
So the one last question. If you could give each other a fun, goofy award, what would it be? Like, what sort of fun, goofy award? You can be as offensive you can.
He said I could be as offensive as I want to be, and I'm not going to be. I'm thinking like something that'd be really funny.
Unless you want to sleep on the couch.
I mean, it's
I have no idea.
I'm done.
You're good at this, better than me.
I didn't think I would be.
Oh, I'm gonna be offensive. I think you will don't mind it. I don't know how to spell this.
Oh my gosh.
The spelling, I'm sure this is wrong.
That's okay.
I'll show mine first.
Horniest of all. That should be I.
Horniest. Oh yeah, that's an I.
Oh yeah, that's that's what I said. I don't know the spelling.
Horniest of all.
Okay, so mine is. If I can see it.
butterfly award.
Yeah, so mine is
That's funny
because
too.
he is very well, you guys know the culture. South Asian can be very reserved, right?
Mm-hmm.
And over the past 6 years we've been together, I can see that I have influenced him and he's like a cocoon, right? He's coming out of
Right.
his pupa. He's
Mm-hmm.
butterflying, right?
Right.
So that's what I meant. He's just
It's
he's
it's funny.
evolved.
I
It's
feel
funny that
inadequate
gays
now.
are called butterflies in Sri Lanka.
Yep.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, my
it
little
used to be
butterfly, my mariposa.
it used to
They
be
say it in offensive way though, but
beyond
in Sri
it's
Lanka,
Yeah.
beyond it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he owned it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Why do
Yeah,
you feel
so
inadequate?
Because of the answers.
Oh, you're fine. I still love you.
that was fun. How did you find that game? Fun?
It is fun. It
Yeah.
is difficult though.
For you?
Yeah,
It really makes you
that's
think.
it is. I think we need to stick to the same couple of questions maybe in the coming episodes with other couples. We can find couple of. It's so hard to find someone who's together like these days. Oh, people who are like open like you to like be on the podcast. It's really hard. Actually, so I wanted to talk briefly about what Tharindu's or Podi's experience was with his family and how that changed. Did you come out to your family, to anyone in your family about your relationship, how that is with you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a nephew I'm like pretty open with, but the others, I think it's like the way that I'm. So here's the thing: I still have my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My father passed away, but I still have my mom, and I don't want to um
Burden.
burden her with this. She's old. She's getting there in her years, and I was like, "Don't ask, don't tell." Policy. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure nobody's an idiot. He's been to Sri Lanka twice. So,
Sleep in the same rooms.
so but it's more like don't ask, don't tell. I really don't care anymore. Like I said in the beginning, I lived my life for others. Like that's Sri Lankans, right? So it's the community or family's need rather than what I want, right? So everything from your studies to jobs to marriage to whatever you do, it's just all what others want. And I have done that for 14 years,
Please your family.
right? And I'm not doing that anymore. And I have nothing to depend on anybody. I live my life, I'm done. So that's what it is. If someone has a problem with that,
Yeah.
you're not getting
That's
your
their
gift.
problem. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we are not here to please someone else too, right? That's true.
Life is too short for that, right? I mean,
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
it's not a life given by them. It's your life. We are in control, and I mean, have fun while we can, right? I mean, because yeah, it's just our life. No one should be controlling
Yeah,
it.
I mean it's like he was right because the my progression or the development from when I got here to now has been tremendous.
Oh yeah.
So when I was in Sri Lanka, I wasn't from uh, um, urban area. So I didn't know a lot of stuff, right? So I went to Royal, yes, but again, this is not something that was publicly spoken or anything, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then that I went to, I became a monk for a couple of years, right? And then I came out of it, and then I still didn't know much about it. So
Mm-hmm.
there were three people. I don't think I should name names, but they were really good ayahs, right? That helped me. One of them, unfortunately, Manju, um, passed away, but they
Yeah.
were the ones who kind of I'm not talking about sex or anything, but I'm talking about telling me, okay, this is what you should think about and all that stuff. I remember
Mm-hmm.
Manju was saying that you should always have a change of clothes in your bag. So
Oh,
I remember
right,
that.
right.
But yeah, like small things like that. So they helped me come out of my shelf there. And then when I came here, and I was still so worried. And we had our fights in the beginning because of that. So I
Mm-hmm.
was so afraid of PDA, right? And then, like, I remember once we had a big, huge fight because I flinched and I had made a scene because I think he came behind me and hugged me or something in public. And
Mhm.
it's changed now. And I remember when at that point, I was very cautious about posting photos, but he had posted some photos of me. It's not even
Mhm.
together. But there was a person who worked at the same company at that time, found it,
Mhm.
screenshot that, and was
Mhm.
sharing that in the WhatsApp groups, outing me. Really.
Yeah.
Like there were things like that. And I was like I told
Mhm.
him to remove all the photos at that time. Right.
Mhm.
And he
Mhm.
did. And I was so scared at that time. But then I realized, people told me that within that groups, what happened, who said, yeah, who defended me and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
With over the years, I think it's just little by little, as um, got to that point. Like it's not just, I think my progression is so I think it was slow at some point, but it was increased, exponentially when I got here. I remember
Mhm.
when I was after I came out of priesthood, I had my that time boyfriend. You maybe know about that
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so we were in Thailand, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And there was a guy who begging on the streets,
Mhm.
and he had a sign like, I have AIDS, please help me, or something like that. So that person went to that guy, gave some money, and shook his hand. For me
Mhm.
at that time, I was very young. I think I was like 21 years old. And I was like,
Mhm.
ooh, you touch the AIDS, it's a person with AIDS, right? I was like
Mhm.
not exposed to the outer world. I didn't know right or wrong in most cases, right? So,
Mhm.
and then I had no exposure to some of the other parts of the community, like the what's the politically correct word? Transsexuals? Is that right to say? Okay.
Trans people, yeah.
Um, so
Trans people.
like that I remember a person I met in Sri Lanka, and we were talking nicely. And at the end of it, I was like hugging that person, and
Mhm.
she was like, "Oh, you shouldn't hug the person that tight," right? Or whatever. And
Yeah.
I didn't know. I have never
Mhm.
hugged. I haven't even hugged a girl with
Yeah.
breasts, right? I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't be like a guy. You just hug tight, right? I said, oh, you
Right.
shouldn't do that.
Um,
Like little thing. Every incident, every mistake,
mhm.
like you said, like a butterfly coming out of cocoon. It just
Right.
made me who I am, and
Yeah.
I'm very happy. And I think I'm more open minded than I was before. And I
Mhm.
don't think, like, I'm being honest, I'm not as open minded as a lot of people. I have my biases, I have my uh, demons, I have
Mhm.
my racism,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
have all
Yeah.
that stuff, right? I mean, it's not as bad as was, but
Mhm.
it's almost, but I still have things to learn and I still have things I need to let go, but better than I was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I mean, it's for everyone. It's I mean, for me also. Like in 2010, I was rooting for Mahinda Rajapaksa and the war. Like I was supporting the war, and now looking back, now where I am, like I'm a different person. So it's for everyone. It's a journey.
Yep.
It's a learning experience. Like, every day we learn. Every day we come across new things, and I think the most important thing is being open to learn new things and being open enough to, like, learn and grow, right? Instead of
Yeah.
repeating the same
Same mistake.
mistake.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's something we have, and I think it's really amazing, and yeah, that's how we grow,
Thank you.
right? Yeah, I think also, like,
Yeah, the
yeah,
maturity.
also, like, when you were talking about that being exposed by that guy or whatever, like, being open and transparent and being okay with who you are, and being open about it to others, it's also power, right? People can touch you, like,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're not hiding anything. I mean, there's nothing to be exposed. It's not
Yeah.
like you just don't have any privacy, but not that. But then again, at least, to if people can't use things, with you, and then that's power, right? It's sort of. So that's something I believe also in. Yeah, that's really nice experience. Thanks for sharing that. Finally, I think, yeah, we can wrap up today's episode. Suranga, do you have anything to say?
Nothing much. We covered a lot, and it was fun talking to you guys.
Yeah.
It was really nice. Uh, seeing you too after a long, long time. And thank you for relating your stories. And yeah, I really like the fact that it's a small point that Podi brought at the end about, when you asked about how the relationship with his family and how they took the, relationship between you two guys. And then, yeah, some people knows the same as me, like Supun, the same thing. Like, however, it's like, it's connected with the things that we were talking about. Like, but we didn't want to say per se, like, okay, we are a couple, blah, blah, make things worse. Sometimes it's difficult for them to understand. I can understand very, very well the age and so on and so forth, and why we put additional burden on them. I mean, if it's fine for us. But at the end, like, I don't want to give a shit what other people thinks, right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I agree the fact that we are not here to please other people.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you did it, and we did it. Like, actually, the straight family comes to the regular traditional family. Like, you're 100% there, right there, right? Parents, we do what parents want. I want to be a beautician. I want to start up a salon. No, no, you can't do those things. You have to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a doctor. That kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now that we are here and are seen how these like people like compared to what like the professionals are like us, and how these other professions like the artists and the party organizers and the salon people earn here compared to us a lot, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't have that mindset. You're right. So we were like groomed to do something that someone else wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to stop at some point, right? I'm really glad that you guys like are together. It's fun, and then I'm so really happy for you guys, and I'm glad that you said that you're coming out of some some issue that you have, which is good. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's a long way to go too, right? So yeah, finally, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Finally, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Jose.
thanks, guys. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, we are really happy to be part of the podcast. Like I said,
Yeah.
we are very proud of you for doing this. So everything you guys are doing out there, and Supun, I know you're getting a lot of whatever for whatever you are doing,
Mm.
but we are happy and proud of whatever you decide to do, and move. Keep calm and move ahead.
Great.
So that's
Yeah.
all we can say.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. And yeah, we'll keep in touch. Thank you. Bye.
Ayubowan.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a great weekend, guys. Have
Thank
Aiboan.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.